So did you remember yesterday what we have discussed about NFS?
Yes, bro.
Okay. So yesterday we have configured in one of the machine as NFS server and we are trying to access the NFS client, right?
Yes, bro.
So what are the commands which we have executed yesterday? We have gone with yum install. So
Yeah.
installing of the package of NFS
Yeah.
hyphen
Then we
G.
go enable
Yeah. After that, what we have done?
firewall
Enabled and started the service with systemctl.
detail.
Yeah. So after that, what we have done? Enabling we have done, and we have also
Open the
started
firewall.
the service. So both the
Yeah.
things we have
Start
done, and we have also opened the firewall. Okay.
firewall.
So and yeah, we have written in exports folder. So we have created a folder called as JN. So
Yeah. J.
ls slash. So you have created a folder called it as JN. So cd
Yes, bro.
JN. So do we have okay, cd slash jn? So do we have files in this? Right now I am not having any files, so I am writing some files here. Okay.
Okay.
So touch I am creating file 1, 2, 3. So just I have created a file in the server machine. This is my server
Okay.
machine, right? So
Yeah.
this I am trying to access from the remote machine. So I am minimizing this. So remote machine is desktop. So I'm connecting to the desktop. Such root at the rate. So desktop 0. Okay. So I have connected to my remote machine desktop
Yes,
0.
bro.
Yeah. So from here, so if I type the command show mount hyphen e is a command in order to see the mounts. Okay. So our
Okay.
program is not registered. Show mount hyphen e. Show mount hyphen e for server 0. See, so we have there is a folder called it as gen which is exported on this domain called it as star.example.com.
Example.com.
Okay, this is the domain. So if you want
Okay.
to go to a single user, you can write the IP address also.
Okay.
Okay, so right now it is exported. So what we need to do is we need to mount this folder in order to use this. So
Okay.
right, do we have any mount point here of this
No.
Jonathan? So what I need to do
No.
is mount. Okay, so you know about mount command, right? So
Yeah.
drive name and we will be giving our folder name
Yes, bro.
slash dev slash vd b2 and we have given slash some xyz we have given. Do you remember this pattern?
Yes, bro.
Similarly, now the
Yeah.
same way mount.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what which machine we are mounting? We are mounting to server 0 dot example.com is my server machine colon slash which folder I am mounting gen slash gen is a folder. So that I am mounting it to a folder called as slash mnt which is already existing in this. So I am mounting to that. So give me some other server 0 dot example.com. See we have missed this dot com.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can even specify the IP address also. Not mandatory that we need to mention definitely of this domain name only.
Okay.
Okay, we can mention the IP address also.
This slash MNT means, bro.
It is also another folder XYZ. Here we have used XYZ, right?
Yeah.
So now I am using MNT. So now this Gen is folder is mounted to MNT. Now if
Okay.
you
Okay.
move to MNT, you can see the file which is there on the server machine.
Okay.
So
Okay. Sure.
you
Sure.
see here, the server 0 is mounted
Yes,
right now.
bro. Yes, bro.
Okay, now if I go to cd slash mnt and if I do ls, so do I have file 1, 2, 3?
Yes, bro.
Okay, now if you are the owner, so you can have the permissions also. If you are in the
Yeah.
group and if you are there, you can have read permission, write permission, and all those things again.
Yes, bro.
Is that clear?
Yes, bro.
So normally, yesterday we have discussed that. So some folder will be created and some space will be allocated to this. So that will be exported to some one of the client. So now the client will think that he is saving the data in this MNT folder, but the data is
Okay.
saving in which folder? in server machine there is a folder called as gen. In that particular folder it is getting saved, right?
Okay.
So that is what happening.
Okay, bro.
Is that clear?
Yes, bro.
So if I create a file here, so I'm creating some file here. So see, it is throwing me an error called as permission denied.
Yeah.
Okay, so why? Because so we are belongings to the other, so it is throwing me an error as permission denied. So if you see ls hyphen l, so and d for jan, what is the permissions which we are having for others? We don't have write permission.
Yeah.
In order to create and delete, we need to have write permissions, right? Chmod, and I am giving all the permissions for jan folder. Okay, and again I am coming to the desktop machine and I am trying to again execute the same command. See, does it me throw me any error now right now?
No?
Why? So I have given the permissions there, so it is
Yeah.
not throwing me the
Yeah.
error.
Okay.
Got it right?
Yes, bro.
Or shall I tell you once again?
Bro, you give the permissions in the server machine or?
Server machine. See, this is what minimizing this. See here, you are having server 0. In the
Yeah.
server 0
Yeah.
for gen
Got it.
folder, I have given some
Yeah.
permissions, and again I have come to this desktop machine. So in this desktop
Okay.
machine, what I have done, again I have tried to create the file. It have got
Yes.
created. If you see here, we are
Yes.
having two files, file 1, 2, 3, and sample. And now I have created in desktop machine, but even though it has been updated in the server machine also, if you give here ls, so
LS
then
sample.
you will have two files, file 1 and sample.
Okay.
That means you are saving in desktop machine. You think that you are saving in desktop machine, but that file is getting stored in the remote server.
Server machine. Yeah.
So similarly, this is what happens whenever we go for real-time scenario, as you asked me. So they will be having some mounts. They will be exporting some folders to you to your client
Okay.
machines. You need to search that. So we need to view that with the help of show mount and all these things. After viewing,
Okay.
if there is any export for your folder, then you need to write. So mount that. After mounting, so you are having permission or not. If you are not having permission, again you need to tell to them, please give me the permission.
Okay.
If they have given the permission, you can write some, create some files and delete some files in that.
Okay, bro.
Is that clear?
Yes, bro.
So that is what happens. And when we come across here, as we have discussed, so we have written some entry in etc exports is the configuration file for this NFS. So we have written RW. So if you want to make only the clients, what are the files that are available in gen folder, only for read only, you can put it as RO. Then the files will be only a read only file.
Okay.
If you put as RW, that means it is for reading and as well as for writing.
Right. Okay.
And even whatever the folder you want to export, even you can export to this particular folder to a single IP address. For example, 192.168.2 dot some 10 is one of the IP address. If you want to export only to this one client, you can export to this one client only. So now
Oh,
star.example.com will export that to all the IP address in that particular domain.
okay.
Okay, so similarly, with the help of IP address, if you want to export to all the domain people, then you can use this 192.168 dot, okay, and 2.0. 2.0 in the sense all the domain which is 192.168.2.0, in the sense all the people who are in their domain.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so you can do in this manner also. That's what I am telling. So
Yes.
normally, whenever we go for real time, we don't have a single folder. We'll have a number of folders which we will be exporting to a number of clients.
Okay.
Okay, so as of now, I'm having only a gen folder. There might be having some other folder, okay, host folder or some other folder which will be exporting to some other IP address 2.9 dot something in like this manner. So that will be only for read only mode. Sometimes they might be having some read and write mode also even.
Okay.
Okay, so these are different patterns where we can write the in export folder. Okay, so and whenever after writing this export folder, what we are exporting, export fs hyphen r, export fs hyphen rv. So that means it exports recursively. If there is some subfolders also, that also gets exported to all the clients whatever we have written in that particular configuration file.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes, bro.
And then coming to the client side, okay, so I am coming to the client machine. So when coming to the client machine, normally now we have gone to this mount, right?
Yeah.
So now I need to unmount. What is the command?
Unmount.
Umount. Umount
Yeah. You mount.
slash mnt. So
Yeah.
then if I executed this, so right now it is busy. Why? I'm in that folder itself. So it is throwing
Yeah.
an error as busy. I will
Easy.
come out and I'll execute the same command. So it is now unmounted. Check whether it is unmounted or not. It has been
Yes, bro.
unmounted. It has
Yes,
been
bro.
unmounted, right?
Yeah.
Right. So whenever we are going for mounting at client side, okay, in the client side, so there are three methods. So one is manual mount. Okay, what we have done now.
Okay.
And there is also another concept called it as auto mount also.
Okay.
Okay, so automatically it gets mounted. So manually, every time if I want to do this, it is very risky task to me, right?
Yes, bro.
So what they have done, they have invented something called it as auto mount. So some package is required for that. Whenever the package is installed, then it automatically mounts all the mounted whatever the folders which are exported to this client machine.
Okay.
So what happens normally whenever we do automatic mounting is there is a small drawback. All the folders gets normally mounted unnecessarily. Sometimes maybe unnecessary folders you are exporting to some people, but you have exported to entire domain so that only one person should access that. But I am also getting mounted because of this auto mount. So
Okay.
in order to overcome that drawback, they have gone for half manual and half automatic.
Okay.
Half manual and half automatic. So as of now, we have already seen about mount with manually mount and followed by server 0 dot example.com. Okay, colon slash whatever the folder we are having that we are mounting it to some folder called as mnt. This is what the normal manual mount. Is that clear?
Yes, bro.
And when we come across auto mount, so for auto mount mounting, so one package is required. So what is the package that for required for that is AutoFS. AutoFS is the package which need to be installed whenever we go for the auto mount. Okay,
Okay.
so yum install and I'm going for this AutoFS. AutoFS. This package should be installed. So right now this package is not installed, so that I am installing this particular package AutoFS. Are you there?
Okay.
Are you there?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, so I'm getting doing that installation. See, it is throwing me that it has been completed successfully.
Okay.
Okay, so now what we need to do? Enable and start the service.
Yeah.
Service. So systemctl also you can do, but I'm doing with the old method. AutoFS, AutoFS start. So it has been redirected to same again systemctl start AutoFS.service. Is that clear?
Yes, bro.
Right. So right now, do we have mount point?
No?
No, what I told, whenever this package is installed, sir, it automatically mounts, but it is not
Yeah.
mounted. So
Yeah.
what we need to do for that is, so we are need to move to a folder called as cd/net is the folder. Whenever we install this AutoFS package, by default we get this particular folder. Okay, whenever you
Okay.
install the AutoFS package, you will get this particular folder. So after moving to this particular folder, if you see here, there is nothing. ls I have done ls, there is nothing. But even though, so you can go to server 0 dot example.com. See, even it is not exist, but you'll be able to move. Why? Because it has been automatically mounted. So now you
Okay.
check, there is a folder which is exported with Jan. So now you can
Yeah.
go to cd Jan. Okay. And now
Okay,
if you
bro.
check with df-h, automatically it mounts. Now whatever you are saving in this gen, it automatically saves in that particular server machine, not in this machine. If you want, you can see file 123 and sample is there here.
Oh yeah.
So now if I try to create something again here, so I'm trying to
Yeah.
create some folder called as LLL. So it is right now existing here in the server machine, so in this desktop machine, and I'm minimizing this desktop machine. And if I go to the server machine, and if I see here, there is another file again LLL.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Got it.
So what it has done, automatically it has mounted to you.
Yeah, by using the net folder.
AutoFS. AutoFS is a package and net is a folder.
Yeah.
In net folder, if you go there, you can see that server
Okay.
0.example.com.
If you forgot to change the net folder, change the folder to net, you didn't get the mount, no?
Yeah, you will not be mounted. Until and unless you
Okay.
move to that, it will be not mounted. Once you have moved, automatically it mounts. From next time, you need not to again go every time.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Okay, so for the first time only it will do that. So right now I am in the slash. If I want now, if I check also, it is already mounted there.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Okay, bro. In the auto mount also the same command, bro. You mount only for unmounting.
Yeah, you mount only.
Okay, bro.
Right? So and whenever we run this, what happening is, so one server 0 has exported gen folder, and some other server has exported y folder, and some other server has exported z folder. Unnecessarily all these things are getting mounted to my machine.
Yes, bro.
I want only Janardhan folder, but I am getting already x1 y also, and also I am also getting z also.
Yes, bro.
Give me a moment. So in order to overcome the drawback, what we are doing is, see, I have gone through this content.example.com. That is also one of the machines someone has executed that. So right now, content.example.com is mounted and server0.example.com
Yeah.
also has been mounted.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Yes,
have not
bro.
executed the command called it as mount, but in the background already these two machines has been mounted. I want only
Okay.
server 0. I don't want this content0.example.com. But
Okay.
whenever you use this AutoFS service, it is automatically mounting.
Okay.
Unnecessarily one thing is getting automatically mounted to your machine.
Okay, bro.
So to overcome this drawback, they are going for this half manual and half automatic.
Okay.
Okay, half manual and half automatic. Is that clear?
Yes, bro.
So what is this half manual and half automatic, that we will see now. Just give me a moment. So what is the configuration file which we are using for this AutoFS? Slash etc slash auto dot master. Okay, in this auto dot master dot d. Okay, we are having some other file called it as demo. So let me check what are they. There is nothing file here. Give me a moment. Yeah. So some I am giving it as demo dot auto demo dot AutoFS. So here I am giving this file. So what is this auto.master.d is? This is the configuration file for this AutoFS. So in this file I need to write an entry. So which should be mounted and which should not be mounted. Indirectly I am going to the mapping. Hello?
Yes, bro.
Are you there?
Yes, bro.
Okay, okay.
Bro, this is VIM or?
VI or VIM is same, no problem.
Okay.
Same will work. So in this line, what we need to write is, so we are exporting a folder called as /gen. So that we are exporting it to, and we are need to have a /etc. In this etc, I am having some auto dot demo. So which is indirectly mapping to this. So again, I need to write the open this auto dot demo va /etc slash auto dot demo. So which is not existing here. So I need to open this va/etc/auto.demo. In this file I need to write the entry, so which I want to have that. So for example, which the folder I want to have, I want to have slash work, sorry, work, and I am opening it for read and write purpose, comma sync sync automatically from server 0. So server 0 colon slash jan, and that is mounting on WOR. Okay, work. So indirectly we have mapped to this. Okay, first I have opened this demo.autofs. In that file I have mentioned auto.demo. In this auto.demo I have written the mount point. So read write and sync for server 0, and the server 0 I am having gen folder, so that I am creating some work environment. There I am going to this. Is that clear?
Yes, bro.
Okay, so whenever we go for this work folder, it automatically mounts. So now only automatically it will mount whatever we are mentioning in this configuration file. So this auto.demo is the configuration file, right? So in this, whatever
Yeah.
the files we have mentioned, that only gets mounted. Unnecessary files will not get mounted.
Okay.
Okay, so that is what the AutoFS advantage. So right now I don't think this is exactly working. So I'll see here whether I'll start with service, service, AutoFS, and restart. So now if I check here, I should have only one thing: cd/net, cd server server 0. So gen is a folder. Okay, right now I am having here only one. Previously there is two things, right? Right now it is get mounted only one gen folder. Automatic unnecessarily it is not getting mounted. So content.example.com and all these things.
Yes, bro.
Okay, so just what I have done is simple thing. So I have edited two things in the configuration file. So the default configuration file for this is auto.master. So in this auto.master.d, so we need to have your own name. You can have here as janardhan.autofs. .autofs extension is compulsory. So in this file, you are mapping to a file called as auto.demo. In this auto.demo, we have written an entry about this server information. That's it.
Yes, bro. Fine.
So these are the two configuration files which is required. So why we are going for manual half automatic? Automatically is available. Then why you are not using automatic is, so automatically whenever you are mounting, all the unnecessary mounts are also mounting to your system. So unnecessary mounting happens to my system. What will happen whenever your unnecessary mounts happen to your system? Whenever your system is starting, So it will wait for whether the mount point is existing or not. If, for example, if the server is down, this system will not start. It will continuously search in the network whether the server is available or not, available or not. It is continuously searching and the machine is not getting started. Then it is problem for you or not.
Yes, bro.
So whenever automatic is happening in the sense, so whenever your system is starting, several services are starting, right? Have you seen that, right?
Yes, bro.
Okay, we are getting. In
Yeah.
similarly, it also tries to check the server, and if it is okay, then it will go to the next step. If it is not okay, it continuously searches in the network whether the server gen folder is existing or not, existing or not. It is continuously searching in the network.
Mm-hmm.
Waste of time unnecessarily,
Okay.
and the server is not getting started.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes, bro.
Understood, right? Why we are not going for
Yeah, yeah,
automatically?
yeah, yeah.
So that is the reason. Okay.
Yes,
So
bro.
and there is another concept. So actually Samba, which I have told you, so Windows to Linux and Linux to Windows, that will work. So as specified in this, Babu has given me the topic content that is not available in this content. So even though if time is there, then I'll show you practically Samba. So theoretically
Okay.
I have told you. Okay. So
Okay.
and we'll see next today we have another one concept called as DHCP. So what is this DHCP?
Hyper.
Dynamic host configuration
Protocol.
protocol.
Okay.
So what is the functionality of this DHCP? Have you heard this?
No, bro.
Man, you are using your Wi-Fi, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
How you are getting the IP address?
From the host server.
So that's what that is. Internally, it is using this background, this technique itself, disk. So dynamically hosting the configuration protocol, in the sense dynamically it allocates some IP address to your machine. Normally, you are
Okay.
not setting IP address, right, to your mobile or to
Yeah.
your laptop
Yeah.
whenever the Wi-Fi is on.
Yeah.
So what it has internally is this DHCP. DHCP server is running in that. Some DHCP mechanism is running in that.
Yes, bro.
So it is following a process called as DORA. So what is this DORA process, which is allowed in the background, which is running in the background, is discover. So it will discover whatever the machines which are requesting for the IP address. Okay, if one of the router is a server, then what it will do, it will discover what are the devices which are there with the Wi-Fi. It will first, after discovering, what it will do, it will offer. Okay, so what it will offer, it will offer an IP address to that particular, okay, machine. So whenever it offers, so the request will be sent from the client also. That means we are sending some request. So then what it will do, the server will accept that particular request and the connection will be established. So once the connection is established with the Wi-Fi, we will able to access the network.
Yes, bro.
Understood what I am telling?
Yes, yes, bro.
So DHCP, in the sense dynamic host configuration protocol, so which is used for allocating IP address dynamically. Okay, so allocating of
Yes.
IP address is meant in the two methods. One is static IP and another one is of dynamic IP. So one is static and another one is of dynamic. Is that
Okay.
clear?
Yes, bro.
So what is meant by static IP? You don't know?
Fixed?
Do you know or not?
No, bro.
Static IP, in the sense I'm giving. So normally, whenever you are having an laptop, previously, whenever you want to have a network, what we need to do, we used to connect to a wire. After connecting to the
Yeah.
wire, we need to
Yes,
go to
yes.
network settings, and one IP address will be given. That IP address we are assigning to our machine, right?
Uh-huh.
That we are calling it as a static IP.
Okay.
So once we have assigned a static IP, what happens? My system will be in the network. If you're not having
Yes.
IP address, your system will be alone, right?
Yes, bro.
So you can't access the network.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, whenever we go for a dynamic IP, so whenever you have put it as automatic, then automatically some IP address will be assigned.
Yes,
See,
bro.
I'll show you. Are you able to see this network, right?
Yeah.
See here, obtain the IP address automatically, use the following IP address. Two things are there. Which one
Mm-hmm.
it is highlighted?
Obtain the IP.
Automatically. Why? Because I am
It is a
having a
that.
network, I am using this network called it as Beam network. So it is they are maintaining one DHCP. So automatically I am getting the IP address from the Beam.
Okay.
So normally if you want to, if the Beam is giving a single IP address to you, then you will select this and you will put this as, so whatever the IP address you want, whatever they have
Yeah.
given.
Yeah.
So normally now it is automatic. So I am doing it as automatic itself.
Okay, bro.
So automatically how it is getting the IP address? Because of this DHCP running by them.
Okay.
So they are running this particular thing called as DHCP server in that. So because of DHCP server, all your machines are made as DHCP clients. So DHCP client in the sense, if I make it as automatic, then automatically it gets the IP address from the DHCP server.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes, bro.
If you are not putting it as automatic, that means you are normally assigning IP address manually.
Okay.
So in simple example, I can tell you, normally whenever we go for our college, so a roll number will be assigned for each and everyone. Do they assign manually each and everyone? What they do? We are having 60 people in a class. So all the
Yeah.
names will be arranged in an alphabetical order.
Yes,
For
bro.
alphabetical order arrangement, they will use Excel. Automatically, it will be arranged in automatically. After that, do they assign IP, whatever the rule number, hall ticket number we are having, that they will assign manually. They what they do after first they will start with one. Automatically, they will drag for each and everyone. Each and everyone will get next one. Next fellow get two. Next fellow get three. Next fellow get four. Similarly, last fellow will get 16. How he is getting? So similarly here also, whenever the client is requesting the server an IP address, whoever goes the first, they will get the first IP address. Whoever goes the second, they will get the second IP address.
Yes, bro.
Is that clear?
Yes, bro.
Are you aware of this networking concepts?
Yeah, I think I saw in the CN network in the BTech, bro.
In
Computers.
detail, but you
Yeah.
need to have some
This
other concept also.
TCP/IP model.
Maybe there is no man page right now. It has not installed, so it is not. What in a network, so they will have their own range of IP address. So I can specify some 20 IP address, then only 20 people can connect. I can have some 30 people, the only 30 people will get the IP address.
Okay.
So that is what the flexibility which is having with this. So see here, dynamic host configuration server protocol server, so it assigns the IP address dynamically.
Okay, bro.
Okay, so you are having Linux machine, right?
Yeah.
Check in that also in man pages. So this is the range they will be giving. So this is the line which they are using. 239 is the network and 252.197. From 10th system to they are having up to 250 systems. So if they are using this line, that means the systems will get who are in the network, they get 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 till 250. That is the range they have given.
Okay, bro.
So if you want to have multiple range of addresses, they will be specifying in this manner: 10 to 107 and 113 to 250 in this manner. So do one thing, Janardhan.
Okay.
What is the thing is, so you go through this IP address. We are having class A, class B, class C, and class D. Okay, what are the
Okay.
different classes of IP address and what is meant by a subnet mask? So once you go
Okay.
through this networking concept and you come back tomorrow, so I'll give you
Okay.
once again explanation about this DHCP.
Okay. Sure, bro.
Okay, so don't miss the why, because so in office whenever you go with any environment, so how much
Uh-huh.
Linux is important. Similarly, some networking concepts is also important. There will be a network team, but your machine should be configured with some networks. So
Okay.
that you should do, not they will not do that. So that you
Okay.
need to know about the networking, IP address, what are the range of IP addresses and all these things. Okay.
Okay.
So
Sure.
tomorrow
Okay.
when you come back, I'll ask you some questions, basic questions in networking, so that I'll explain
Okay.
again in detail about this DHCP.
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Right then. Today I'll stop for today.
Okay, bro.
Okay then. Thank you very much.
Tomorrow no class, no, bro. Day after tomorrow, no.
Yeah, day after tomorrow.
Okay, sure. Thank you.